Hiya, welcome to JanQuest. Today we have a royal treat. It is Jesmon. So I'm hoping that you have a hooking good time playing this deck. So you may have heard that Saviorhuckmon is being limited in April, but it looks like we're getting a new Jesmon structure deck coming out soon, which I'm sure it's going to be replaced and we'll get plenty of new support. So don't you give up on this deck just yet. It's great, it's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy today's profile, and we'll make sure to keep you updated in the near future. So let's get to it. We'll start off with the Digitamers, and we play 4 copies of the Saviorhuckmon, which is just generically quite good. It has an inheritable to give 1000 DP when attacking the player. So when you're attacking their stack, it's just going to help beat over pretty much anything in there. It's an OTK deck, so it's just what you want. And then we do play 1 Baby Dramon. Just so we've got the 5 eggs, gives a little bit more in the grind game. You can just play 4 Saviorhuckmon and then you're always going to see it. But I think it is good just to have this one for the piercing effect from Jesmon. Get the extra 2000. And then we go to the level 3s. So we start off, we've got 4 copies of the Gilmon. This one you can kind of just play and kamikaze their stack to get the draw 1 card, and you know, if you survive, then it's just a bonus, I guess. But this deck does sometimes have some consistency problems and will brick, so just being able to get the draws is good. As an alternative, you can also play the Biomon, which is in the EX01. Same sort of thing, but it's an inheritable, and it's cheaper in terms of value, not in terms of the cost for Digivolution. You can also play the other Biomon, which you get the memory from as well. Next we'll go to Hookman, so that's a really important card. So on play, then you get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and add 2 of Jesmon, Systemon or Hookman cards, so really good for consistency. If you are building your Jesmon stack in your breeding zone though, then you're not going to get that effect, but this is really good in terms of drawing into the things you need. 4 copies of Agumon. Just another good generic card, and helps give the 1000 DP to the things in the stack. Next we've got Bowhookmon when we move to the level 4s. So this one, when attacking, can delete a Digimon with 5000 DP or less when a Systemon's on the field, which 5000 is actually quite a lot, to be fair, and will come up often, and being inheritable, if you're attacking multiple times, it's not a once per turn either. So Greymon is the next. So this one just gives security attack +1, so it just helps to rip through their security attack and security stack and get an OTK. We play 2 of the Monochromon. It's a 1 cost to Digivolve and it's a blocker, so really good. You can also play the Cordramon. The thing with the Cordramon is it can get around that Bowhookmon that we just looked at, because it has 6000, but it is an extra 1 memory cost, so you have to pay 2. But having blockers really good. I think you should be playing them really. And then we've got 1 Agumon, because we do play several copies of the tie that we'll get to later, so just being able to play this on top of your tamer and then push for game can be really handy. But I don't think you play more than that. Next we come to the Systemons. They have a lot of synergy with the deck and are an important part of the archetype. So we've got Systemon Blanc. So while you have a Royal Knight or a Hookmon, then your Systemons gain blocker with this one. And it's also got a on play to trigger draw 1 card. So that's really good. And then we have the other one, which helps boost all your Hookmon and Royal Knights by 2000 DP, and when it's played then you gain a memory. So the thing with these is when we get to the later cards, you're not always hard playing these. You'll usually summon them by effect as well, so you basically get an effect to play it and then either draw a card, get a memory, and then you've got the blocking and the power boosting effect as well. But a lot of the Hookmons, you need these on field to get the most out of the deck, so they're really important. And you know, they're pretty weak as well, but they can help to push for game just by spamming them out. Move to the best card probably in the deck. If you haven't already seen, then in April this is getting hit, so it's going to go to one copy per deck. But interestingly, we've seen that there's going to be a new Jesmon deck released, so I'm sure there'll be a new Saviorhuckmon and plenty of other support that will keep the deck going. But for now, we'll look at this one. So when Digivolving, you may play one Digimon with Systemon, so the cards we just looked at, from your hand without paying its memory cost. So you can play one of these on field and then, you know, play a Systemon for free, and then you can get its draw effect on top or its memory boost, so really good. And then I think this part is ridiculous. This is probably why it's got hit. So when attacking, if you have a Digimon with Systemon in its name in play, then you can unsuspend. So once you get to Jesmon, then you can attack and then unsuspend it straight away, attack again, and with the extra security checks as well, you're absolutely ripping through them. So yeah, amazing card. Be one copy per deck soon, but yeah, great card. We've got 2 copies of Voltron. It's probably like quite a good replacement in terms of waiting for the new Saviorhuckmon to come out in the upcoming structure deck, or Chimeramon. Yeah, decent card, just adds a security attack +1 to your stack, but it's good to have the unsuspend rather than just unga bunga sort of check in more security stack cards. And then we have Jesmon, the main man of the deck. So yeah, there's a lot going on with this card. It's pretty crazy. So when attacking, you may play a Digimon with Systemon from your hand or trash. So it's similar to the Saviorhuckmon, but you can also get one back from your trash as well. And then when you play another Digimon on this turn, so if you're playing a Systemon, you're getting the effect off anyway. It gives it piercing and plus 3000 DP for the turn. So combined with one of the option cards we'll show later, yeah, you can attack into their monsters as well and still do checks. And then with the Saviorhuckmon, you're unsuspending it and be able to attack again. And then with the Bowhookmon as well, you're destroying things. So yeah, crazy stacks that you can build, which are just broken. One of the new cards I'm trying in here, Blitz Greymon. So this is from EXO1. I've had a look at quite a few of the cards from EXO1, and I'm not too keen on a lot of them. Like, there's a lot of good cards, but I'm thinking, are they better than what we've already got? Because I was playing before the Gilmon that was in the structure deck, which is really good with the security attack +1 and being able to delete or gain power. But I think this card with the Blitz is just insane. If you've got security attacks on top as well in your stack, so if you've got the other Greymon, if you've got your ties out and you built it all the way up, then this can easily be finishing off games. So yeah, really good. It is a 4 cost, but with Blitz then you can still get your attack in, and you can delete blockers as well with it. So yeah, really liking that at the moment when I've tested it. Another card you can try is the other Greymon from BT1, because it doesn't trigger security options either. So that's really good in the meta at the moment. We play 2 copies of the Omnimon from BT5. Again, Blitz, I just think it's a crazy mechanic, so good in this deck. And it's also got a when Digivolving unsuspend, so if you have, you know, finished attacking with your Jesmons, you've had your 2 attacks already, slap an Omnimon on top and then unsuspend it for another one, go for game. And if an opponent's effect would delete it or return it to opponent's hand, then you can trash a level 6 that's under it to protect it. So really good card. You won't want to play more than 2, I don't think, though, just because you're going to end up clogging up your hands. Another card here, Red Memory Boost, nice and sparkly. So this is from the Gilmon starter deck. So you can play this out of your hand for 3, and then look at the top 3 cards of your deck, sorry, 4 cards of your deck, add 1 red Digimon card to your hand and place the remaining ones at the bottom in any order. So it's another consistency card, and then it kind of lingers around on the field, and then you can trash it the next turn, and then you gain 2 memory back. So it's nice, especially when you've got your tie out, because then you can put yourself up to 5 memory and start sort of comboing off. and it's also got a security effect, so if they attack you, hit this, and then next turn you can trash it and gain some memory back. We have a delicate plan, so we're playing at the moment 2 copies of this and 1 copy of Judgment of the Blade, but I was thinking I might swap the ratios and play 2 of this one and 1 of this one. A delicate plan is pretty much what you want to use to finish the game off, so it's a 1 cost, and your Digimon for the turn aren't going to trigger security option effects. I think this is the old wording, because I think they've errated now to say security options. But yeah, this one's the old version. But yeah, really good card against things like security control. It's crazy. You're just going to rip through their security stacks without worrying, and you know, a fully built up Jesmon is not going to really have any trouble in terms of running into anything with its DP. But yeah, you could probably take one of those out, because I think Judgment of the Blade at 2 is probably better. I just can't find where my other copy is at the moment. But your Digimon with Hookmon or Royal Knight, so your Jesmon as well. If you're playing the Gilmon, same thing. You can attack unsuspended Digimon, so you don't have to wait for them to be on the offensive and then hit them back. You can also unsuspend your Jesmon and attack 2, and then you've got piercing as well. So you're removing, say, 2 of their Digimon, and then you're also checking a hell of a lot of their security stack. And it's really hard for them to come back from that the next turn. Crazy good card, so I'd probably say play 2 of that and 1 of that one maybe. And it's also got a security effect, so you may play 1 Systemon from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost, so crazy good card. And then we're going to finish it off with 3 copies of Tie. I've seen people playing different ratios of this, between 1 and 3 to be honest, and it is kind of a pricey card. It's from BT1, but I just think that if you don't see this, probably in your first or second turn, you're going to really struggle just being memory starved. So I'm playing it at 3 at the moment, and I see it pretty consistently, probably most games at the moment. I think there's just 1 that I can think of that I didn't see it lately, and it was kind of a struggle. You're giving probably your opponent too much memory back. But yeah, I just think that's kind of the state of the game at the moment. You want to see your tamers to boost your memory each turn. It just gives you more to play with, and yeah, you want to see this early on to get the most benefit each turn out of it. And then it also pairs well with the Agumon, so if they do hit it in the security stack, you end up with multiples, and you can at least play this on top. So the memory does not stack, but the security attacks do, so that can be handy as well if say you've played 1 hard cost in it, and then you get another one out on the field from your security stack. So when you've got 4 or more Digivolution cards, that Digimon will get security attack +1. So yeah, this really good for helping to put pressure on, and it just gives you insane value each turn. I don't think you can really play the deck without it, and I think 2 or 3 is definitely right. I just like to see it in pretty much every opening hand, get it out as soon as possible, and start to build momentum. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to JankQuest, leave us a like, and comment on what deck you're playing at the moment. Thanks very much, and bye bye.